You know, the amount of 151 prismatic evolutions being hoarded right now is utterly ridiculous, and we're going to discuss it in today's video with a crazy post that I found on Reddit, which really goes to show how insane this Pokemon market is. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VMAT. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun we have here. And today may not be a fun one if you're someone who cannot find products you like on the shelves like Prismatic Evolutions and Pokemon 151, because there is a ton of photos that are circulating that really just drive that point home of how hot these products are, but also people are trying to hold this product long term. Will they have diamond hands though? Is it possible that these products could be crashing in the near future? We are seeing a pretty stagnant Pokemon market right now where things aren't really going up the way they used to, at least in the past 2 or 3 weeks. But we're going to discuss 151 Prismatic Evolution specifically here with this crazy post called The Amount of 151 in Prismatic Being Hoarded. Here's the first photo here. As you can see, a lot of Zapdos boxes here. There's poster collections. We also have binder collections there, ETBs, the UPCs, bundles, and then regular Elite Trainer boxes as well. Holy crap. Basically everything from 151 right here being held by the dozens. And then you have another photo here. Someone has been hoarding a lot of Prismatic Evolutions ETBs right here, and they have the one UPC on the top right there. Not quite as crazy though as the first photo, but people and scalpers, they have various amounts of income that they can dispose for stuff like this. But regardless, they think it's going to go up in the future, and they're probably right. But will they have the diamond hands? They think they will, because there's going to be a lot of shakeouts soon, I think, especially around like the holiday season. You get a lot of, not fire sales necessarily, but you will see a lot of interesting sales happen for, Black Friday and stuff like that, for example. Another one here, a bunch of UPCs, binder collections, ETBs, and a ton of booster bundles there. On the side, I know booster bundles were definitely heavily printed compared to a lot of the other 151 products, and that might be evident right here in the photo. We have another person here with a lot of poster collections, the Alakazam, basically all the stuff you can find at Costco. This is like straight up Costco scalping right here, right? Yeah, a lot of the poster collections, Zapdos EX, and then we also have the bundles as well with the mini tins as well that I'm assuming they probably got from Costco on top of that. This is insane. Look at all of those tins on the side there. Holy crap. You literally dedicated an entire room to your house, not to display Pokemon, on the shelf nicely or anything like that, something that you actually enjoy. You've basically turned an entire room into a storage unit. Awesome. Okay, we have more here. Destined Rivals as well. We have, don't forget about Destined Rivals, right? That's the next Mewtwo, the next Team Rocket set that's going to go up just like all the Team Rocket sets in the past. Some Shrouded Fable, that's interesting to see here, but a lot of Prismatic as well. And of course the booster bundles for 151, which were definitely produced more than any of the other sealed product, I believe. So as you can see here, there's more product just straight out on the ground here, just in box. Like, this is like hoarder level. Like, I understand a lot of people are just having them sit there because they think it's going to kind of marinate and go up in price and they'll sell it later. But like, how long do you have to just dedicate an entire room to your house to just hoarding product like this? I mean, at a certain point, if you really want to be legit, don't you just want to buy like a storage unit or something like that? If you want to turn this into real business, they also have the Charizard Sword and Shield UPCs. I haven't seen a lot of those lately, but I remember these are being fire sold at one point for like $100. Now, what are they, like 450 US, something like that? More 151, of course. Of course, we have more 151 here, and we have the ETBs as well as the bundles. Yeah. Honestly, this is just crazy. And this post right here, the person's reiterating the fact that this is not theirs, so they don't want to be tagged in the comment section. None of these are my photos. I'm genuinely in awe still when I see the prices of these products still climbing after seeing just a handful of people's sealed collections. This is just a handful of investors. Think about this just for a second. 8 people now, put it into perspective. There's literally tens, if not hundreds or thousands of people like this doing the same thing currently. 151, I can maybe understand a little bit more, since evidence is about 2 years old. Literally every single week, some retailer is stocking 151 and Prismatic for like what seems like the last half year, and 151 before that, don't even get me started. There was so much product, and that's something people forget about. Like, I remember before everyone was going crazy about 151, I liked the product. I was opening a lot of on the channel as well. It was a very fun product for people who grew up in the Kanto era, right? And it was readily available. You go to Walmart, it was almost always there on the shelves. No one seemed to want it. People forget that. No one seemed to want it. And then all of a sudden, it was like a paradigm shift where everyone just went crazy and they just started targeting 151 Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic really sent everything to the stratosphere for sure. Now, let's read some of these comments. Holy shit, that one with the tin stack to the ceiling is egregious. Yeah, that was nuts. The tin stacking was literally insane, and those are what most likely Costco scalping as well, right? This is so depressing coming from someone in the UK. Like, no stores seem to have cards anywhere, like at all nowadays. The TCG is feeling more and more like a myth. Well, you can definitely find it if you go to like card shows, or maybe if you're lucky and you're card shop as actually putting it at market price or a little above market price, so at least they stay on the shelves long enough, you might be able to see them there as well. Funny and sad how they have a room of these boxes where furniture should go. Yeah, or maybe even a bedroom or something like that. If they have children, maybe it could be an extra playroom or something like that. But no, it's used to store Pokemon cards. And not even like displaying them too. Like, some of them are just like lazily thrown on the ground. They're just being stacked up like that. I remember back in the day where 151 was just released and there were booster bundles everywhere that folks told me to get 1 or 2. I said, nah, they'll be around here as Pokemon has been for the last 30 odd years. Haha, nope. That one is on me. Yeah, I mean, but again, no one really knows for sure. A lot of people aren't thinking like a scalper or an investor in that regard, right? You're just trying to enjoy the hobby. You think it's going to be around for a while. It's a new set. It's a set that's very hot. You know, it's the Kanto 151 Pokemon, and even the Prismatic Evolutions ones, right? Of course, the Evolutions are very popular as well, but when that set came out, it was already kind of too late. The hype train was already going. 151 was getting scalped at Costco at this point, and then Prismatic Evolutions now is like basically almost impossible to find anywhere. Like, basically, if you are lucky enough to find a restock at like a Walmart or Costco, I don't know, like the release dates, somehow whenever it gets released at Costco, there's already like massive lineups for Costco, people waiting for the Pokemon stuff. So maybe you might be crap out of luck, but maybe Walmart might be a better option. To me, Walmart seems a little less in the know. I feel like I will go there every once in a while and there randomly will be Pokemon there. In fact, the Walmart that got rid of their TCG section recently brought it back with a lock and key cupboard now, but I've only been able to find Mega Evolutions there once, and that was it. And the next day it was completely gone. But now I know that they are bringing back TCGs to that Walmart, so every now and then on occasion I might go there, try to get lucky to see if there is any sealed product there that I can grab as well. But that's just where we're at right now in 2025. Leave your thoughts down below about these people hoarding 151 and Prismatic Evolutions down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.